Seems like it's time for Sach Ka Samna again.
Namaste. My name is Ashmika Verma and I'm a year 3 student double majoring in psychology and marketing at SMU. Currently, there are a lot of videos on YouTube about how Singapore university applications are like from college counselors, but not from students with first-hand experience. So, I'm here to fill in the void. Now, before we get started with this video, I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the love on the previous video and for 1000 subscribers. It really means so much to me, and if you haven't watched this video already, please do so because I'm sure I would have answered some of your query already. I'll be breaking this video into parts so that it's easier to watch, and I also feel that some of the other aspect of each application might help you out in your application, and I will also be sharing some tips from my experience applying, so stay tuned. Now, before I start, let me just give you some context about my educational background. I'm a humanities student from the batch of 2022, which means that I gave 2 CBSE board exams. I had legal studies, economics, English, political science, and psychology, and I only wanted to apply for psychology related courses, so I applied to India and Singapore, and this video is my application experience as a humanities student applying for universities in Singapore. So during my 12th grade summer, I did my own initial research about what universities I might want to apply to, what courses I am interested in, and most importantly, what are the things that I need to do in order to get there. So what are the requirements from my university applications, and all of this I just researched and noted it down. I also attended some info sessions from school and consolidated all of these details on a Google Doc. So the kind of information that I noted down from the university websites include the course options available from each university, what I was interested in, then the fees, and if there are any scholarships. I also noted down the application process. Are there essays? Are there interviews? Is there an exam? What do I need to do? Then I also noted down when does the application portal open, because I had the most irrational fear that I might miss a deadline. So I noted all the deadlines and kept it in one place. Then I also noted down if there are any accommodation facilities, if any. And I also included some relevant links that I might want to revisit again. Maybe it's the university website, the application portal, the timeline, whatever. Then I made a list of all the documents that I might need while applying, be it my passport, Aadhaar card, whatever, so that I have a nice little neat folder for me to access to whenever I'm actually applying. Then I noted down all the test scores that are required. So my main concern was whether I had to do SATs, APs, TOEFL, IELTS, whatever it is. And what I noticed was that for all Singapore universities, I had to do either TOEFL or IELTS. Lastly, I also noted down the contact details for some universities, because some of the universities actually have someone to guide you throughout the application process, which is amazing. So just note down those contact details and make your life easier. So once I knew that I had to do an English proficiency test, I signed up for TOEFL because they had a home-based version, and that's the only thing I could do during peak COVID. I did reach out to IELTS, but they only conduct the tests at the center. But I do remember that the lady told me that apparently more universities accept IELTS scores. I don't know. I don't really think there's much of a difference. But I definitely wouldn't recommend doing the home-based version for TOEFL because my screen glitched a lot of times and the overall exam got delayed by a lot. I thankfully managed to get 108 out of 120, which passed the minimum requirement for SMU, NUS, and NTU. I would say that TOEFL is actually quite an easy exam and you don't really have to worry about it, because if you've been speaking English all your life and you anyways have been good with the language, it's quite an easy exam. But I would definitely recommend doing some practice papers. There's some free resources online, and apparently there's an app for that, so you can definitely check that out. What really helped me was to understand which sections I need to probably practice a little more. And I would definitely say please do not take TOEFL lightly, because I think it's really important to at least pass the minimum cutoff. I had a few friends who missed the cutoff by 1 or 2 marks in some section, and that may have actually affected their application. So please make sure that your TOEFL is above the cutoff. In retrospect, I think this was the most important step from my whole application experience because it made the whole process so much more easier and smoother. So I would highly recommend you to do your own research before you actually apply, because Singapore university websites are so easy to navigate. All the information that you need, trust me when I say this, all the information that you need is already on the website. And that's why I personally don't think that you need a college consultation for Singapore applications. And secondly, it could be the case that maybe the application process might have changed since I made this video. So please do make sure that you are applying correctly and everything goes smoothly. So after my research, I'd finally shortlisted on SMU, NUS, NTU and SIM, and I'll be talking about each application experience in the following parts. So stay tuned and I shall see you in the next video.